Hey, I'm Prosper Jonikin, former hedge fund manager, now the founder of TradeTonic, the number one options trading platform on the market today. All right, this is the top play of the day for TradeTonic. We actually put this trade on this morning. So the first thing we'd like to do is we come and look at the macro and market environment, just kind of see where we are. Let's see what the market is saying today. All right, we see the VIX is at 16.35. That's about normal volatility. We're still in the late cycle tightening phase. But let's go ahead and look at the top play. So over here, you'll see your dashboard, and this is kind of like your navigations that you'll be able to choose from. So we click on top plays once you're in the trading platform. And the one that we chose today was Boeing. This is a 3-star trade. We have a lot of trades that have different stars based on the conviction, right? So there's a really heavily based quantitative model that's baked into this, along with machine learning. A lot of this logic really came from my approach of how I look for idiosyncratic opportunities in the market. So how I looked at the market, how I now managing my fund, how I look to find opportunities for my investors, high net worth and institutional investors, and how we were able to outsize the returns and beat the markets on a consistent basis. So we looked at Boeing. We added this to our paper portfolio already, but let's go ahead and analyze this and take a look at it. So earlier today, let's go ahead and pull up the paper trading, because right now the prices are going to be a little bit different from when we took it early this morning. So the position that we're in right now, let's analyze this full position. So we were looking at this Boeing trade earlier today, and we put on a zero cost collar. And so the structure for this trade was we we sold the 227 strike call that expires August 21st, and we bought the 230 strike put that expires August 21st. And that was for a net credit of $2.87. Right now, if we go and look at Boeing today, the stock is down roughly. Let's see what the stock is down. Roughly almost 2% for the day. Target for Boeing, looking at the super trend here, we're probably going to see a short-term price target of around $213 for Boeing. So this zero cost collar is really working in our favor. As you can see, we're already up $831 on this trade already. Now the good thing I like about the trading platform that we have that you can test out is the paper trading feature, right? So if you're learning new strategies, or you're trying to get familiar with how to put on a zero cost collar and you want to test this out, you can do that in the paper trading function, which is what we have right here. And it's live data. This is live stock data, live P&L, paper trading P&L using live data, and it really kind of give you an overview of where the stock is, what's the probability of profit at expiration, and this gives you the details, right? So we put the zero cost collar on for 3 contracts. We got an entry price or $2.87 of credit, and this is how much capital we have at risk, around $861. And another feature that we have baked into the dashboard for top plays, or even any play that you're in, it lets you know what the target prices are, right? Also lets you know when it's time to get out, when it's time to go ahead and close the position, whether you get stopped out or it's time to take profit. And so if we kind of go back here, we see that position is in progress and is moving towards our exit targets. And so one exit target is when the stock gets below 203. Right now we're at 208. Also, it gives us a time-based rules for exiting as well. So we want to close after 23 to 25 days, or at least 7 days before expiration. It lays out our max profit and our max loss. So we see here we're already close to profits. We're already up about 100% on this trade as of this morning. And so this is probably something that we're going to go ahead and close. We see that the profit is at $61. That's another $80 from here. Like I said, this position is up almost 100% from the time we put the trade on this morning, right when the market opened. Let's look at the full analysis here. This here provides the P&L curve or the payout structure. Also kind of lays out the number of days to expiration, the expected move until the days of expiration. And again, we have over 4 pricing models for these options. I mentioned that in some of my other videos. We're using the binomial pricing model, the Black-Scholes pricing model, the Hessen pricing model, and then another volatility pricing model that we have baked in that gives us a true price of these options relative to the theoretical price or what's actually being traded on the market, which allows us to really find these opportunities. In addition to the quantitative factors, there are a lot of technical factors that I baked into this platform as well, right? So we're looking at stocks. Are they bullish or they're bearish? And there are a lot of indicators that we use to determine what is the typical trend or what is the trend for this stock, and how can we find plays where we can pair the technical analysis with the fundamental analysis along with the quantitative data to really give you guys good trades so that you can make money. So that's a zero cost collar trade on Boeing. That's the trade we have for the day. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to close this position out, right? So we're going to close this position. Boom, the position is closed. There's no more open positions. We're going to go here and look at our closed positions. And we see that that was the Boeing zero cost collar that we put on this morning. It was a win. We made $735 on that trade. And it's going to update our portfolio summary or our P&L, right? So one of the strong features here, in addition to the top plays and the scanner and the quant lab and all these things, is the paper trading. So you'll be able to, like I said, look at all of the top plays here and be able to track different strategies that seem of interest to you. And if it's a strategy you're not quite familiar with, right? So like say, for example, you're looking at some collars, you're not quite familiar with collars, how it works. We have all of that laid out here. So let's analyze this particular trade, right? So why this play? This tells you why we took the trade, right? So cyclically, from a cyclical standpoint, we're still in the late cycle plus balanced sentiment. There's a 59% model probability of profit with elevated tail risk in the pop band. This collar aligns with the combined backdrop. Late cycle regimes tend to have fat left tails, right? And so we have a range, we have a risk reward here. We have the delta that we like to take a look at. And then we also have implied volatility numbers here. And then what's the real edge of the trade, right? It's put rich versus the parity by 2.88%. So whenever we see stuff like this, conversion arbitrage, if we wanted to even get more detail with this, we can go here to the strategy generator and we can look at some arbitrage opportunities on Boeing itself. So not only do we have to choose the top plays, but we can also go and find the statistical arbitrage strategy or the arbitrage opportunities that are here that's available, right? And so there's a volatility skew arbitrage on that particular trade. Let me see if I can find it here. There's a dispersion trade, right? Here's an earnings volatility trade. So what we've done is we have over 35 different option strategies that are baked into this platform. And so what that will allow you to do is be able to come in here every day and say, what do I want to find that works for me? What do I want to find that works for this market environment? And what gives me the highest probability of making money? And we did that this morning using the Boeing trade. So that's all I got for you guys today. Again, we're launching live August 1st with our beta program. If you're interested in joining, send me a message or come to the website. The website is here, TradeTonic.app. You're going to go to TradeTonic.app. You can go there, and then there's a form that you can fill out. Actually, I'm going to need to log out. Let's sign out, right? So let's go back to the login video, the login screen. So once you get here to the login screen, if you're not already a member, if you don't have a subscription yet, you can come to the login screen. And you can find the form where if you want to have more information or if you want to request early access, just come to the pricing tab, submit your information, and we'll get you a live demo call where you can learn more about the platform. Or if you like all of the features, once we launch August 1st, you'll be able to sign up. So that's the trade for the day, the Boeing trade for the day. We made $800 on that early this morning. If you're a serious options trader, and you're looking for institutional grade research and quant models for your options trades, TradeTonic is the best platform that's out there. Take it from a former hedge fund manager. I've been managing money for over 20 years now, and this is what I do. And I took all of my information, all of my knowledge, all of my institutional investing experience, and I put it into an application that covers everything you need, from macro regime to finding the trades, to scanning for them, to ranking them, to giving you a probability of profit, and then giving you a platform where you can paper trade and test out the trades yourself. So that's all I got for today. I'll see you guys in the next video.